The Drive DMACK Fiesta Trophy is a training ground for the World Rally stars of the future. Driving identical Ford Fiesta R2s, the third round of the championship would see the 10 youngsters take on some of the most breathtaking roads in the world through the famous forests of Rally Finland. So we're in the far north of Europe, in the city of Jyväskylä, the long-time base for this spectacular event. The stage is running in the undulating forest tracks that the region is famous for. After the opening 2 rounds of the season, it is Norway's Marius Arsen who leads the championship by 2 points from Max Vatanen. They're followed by British drivers Tom Cave and Gus Greensmith. Vatanen claimed the opening round victory in Portugal, and after leading his home event at times last year, the local hero would hope to take the championship fight back to Arsen with a strong performance on home soil.
Well, this is the event I have been looking forward the most, and the stages are absolutely wonderful, really fast and smooth, so I'm only now looking forward to be behind the steering wheel and attack these wonderful stages. I'm quite confident. We've started the season well with a win in Portugal, and in Poland we had a good speed, so now I'm really confident here. But anyway, we'll just focus on our own pace and do the best we can, but I think we have a good chance of finishing well.
For some though, taking on Finland's frightening jump-filled stages for the first time would prove a daunting prospect. Currently 4th in the championship, young British driver Gus Greensmith knew the stages ahead demanded respect.
Coming from Poland, it was quite an easy event to make pace notes, but coming here with all the crests and how you enter them, it's extremely difficult. So they have to be accurate, especially with where you land and how far you think you're going to jump. I think inexperience is going to slow me down a bit here. But the first day of pace notes didn't go too well, but the second day went much better, so I'm looking forward to the second day more than the first. Running 4th in the championship, looking for a good weekend this weekend, but most of the drivers here have done this event quite a few times, so I think we might struggle, but then again, I'm not going to stop trying.
After claiming 2 podium finishes in 2014, Gillian Demevius has in contrast had a frustrating start to the current season. One of a number of drivers taking on Finland for the second time, the experience could be crucial.
The stages haven't changed much this year, so we can watch the video from last year, and definitely it helps to get more speed from this year, and to know where we lost time last year and where we were good or bad, so we can check the onboards, and definitely it helps a lot.
Italy's Edoardo Bresolan claimed 13th place overall in Finland in a Fiesta regional rally car 2 years before, and he too would hope the experience gained could help after an underwhelming start to his first Drive DMACK campaign.
I'm very happy to take part in this rally because I like the stage, the fast stage, and I like the jumps. The road is very, very difficult. The corner is very fast, and I don't see after the jumps, but I like this race.
The opening day would feature 9 stages. First up is Piliakoski. The 14.5 kilometres would also be run as stage 6 in the afternoon. Next up, the 23 kilometres of Pajala. That will be run as stages 3 and 7. And then the return of the big one, the 34 kilometres of Onimpoja, run as stages 4 and 8. Both the forest loops completed by the short Himo stage before the crews returned to Jyväskylä, a total of just under 160 kilometres. It was a steady opening day for local hero Max Vatanen. The Finn hadn't quite had the pace to challenge for the lead, but with over a minute back to 4th, he would be looking to put pressure on those ahead of him over the weekend to come.
Yeah, we'll have had some minor issues with the car. We don't know yet what it is, but of course that affected a bit my confidence, and on these fast roads, when you're a bit off, you can feel it directly. So yeah, in that sense, I'm a bit disappointed.
Championship leader Marius Arsen is continuing his good form on these frighteningly quick finish tracks. The Norwegian had taken 3 quicker stage times to put himself in what promises to be an intriguing battle for the rally win.
It's been a very good day. We started with some good times on the first stage today, and we tried to just carry on that speed, and yeah, we are very happy with our speed today. We have been driving in the middle of the road without everything, and yeah, we are really looking forward to tomorrow.
But setting the pace after the first full day of action is Tom Cave. A very impressive run through the first pass over the iconic Onimpoja stage gave the Brit the lead, and another 5 fastest times over the course of the day put him top of the timesheets heading into the weekend's action.
It's been a very good day. I think the key to today was the setup this morning. The weather has been a bit unpredictable, so we kind of opted for a setup that would work in both conditions, and it's definitely worked for me, and it's been really good. Enjoyed the stages, and yeah, we got a good lead. I don't know how much it is exactly, but we got 6 fastest times as well, which is fantastic.
For some, though, the famous Finnish forests would produce an early exit. Stage 3 would be the last for Will Hudson. And in the same stage, Gus Greensmith too would discover what can happen if you get the lines even slightly wrong on Finland's ferocious stages. So it was Cave out front after Friday's stages. 21.7 seconds the gap back to Arsen. Local star Vatanen almost a minute adrift of the top spot in third. Gillian de Mevius and Kevin Van Dane round off the top 5, and just 6 drivers remained after a hectic opening leg. One interested observer in Finland was DMACK brand ambassador and father to Max Ari Vatanen. The 2-time Finland winner was on hand to give the Drive DMACK boys some priceless advice.
It's a daunting event. This used to be the only event where I had butterflies in my stomach prior to the start, and then once you get going, then it gets somewhat easier, or it may not get easier. But that's what the competition should be all about. You know, the bar should be very, very, very high. The challenge is very tough. I mean, as they say, if it was easy, everybody would do it. I think what makes it difficult here is that the absolute commitment, or maybe I should say even a bit of bravery, which is needed on this event. You know, if you are here backing off or wait and see, no, you won't get any kind of results. You really need to be very committed from the word go.
It's day 2 of the Drive DMACK Fiesta Trophy here in Finland, and another grueling day lay ahead with more inclement weather expected later. This is what lay ahead on day 2. The first stage, another Finnish classic. Mokkipera would also be run as stage 15 in the afternoon. The 21 kilometres of Jukajärvi is a smoother ride, but there were some big jumps in the stage. That's runners 12 and 16. The bumps and lumps return for stages 13 and 17. Circuit just under 15 kilometres. Both the morning and afternoon completed by the 15 kilometres of Håka, a total distance of 131 kilometres. So on to Saturday, and local hero Max Vatanen began the morning in third, 30 seconds off rival Marius Arsen. The pair have been involved in an intriguing fight over the course of the day, with Vatanen taking second place in stage 13, only to relinquish the spot in the leg's final test.
Today was completely different than yesterday. We had really tricky conditions, especially in the afternoon. We expected to have a dry weather, but actually it was the opposite. It was really slippery, so quite challenging in those fast roads.
Championship leader Arsen would have hoped to take the fight to Tom Cave for the rally lead, but a puncture in stage 13 cost the Norwegian a minute and 20 seconds, dropping him to third. 4 stage wins over the course of the day helped him reclaim that lost position, but the fight at the front seems to be over.
The morning was very good, actually. We were able to drive quite fast, but on stage 13 we got a puncture on the front right, but that's rallying. It's the stage we got the puncture was quite rough in places, and it was impossible for me to avoid the puncture, so we were just like trying to push a little more after service to catch the second place, and now we are laying second, so we are very happy with that.
Leader Cave saw his gap to the rest of the pack increase dramatically with Arsen's misfortunes. The Brit still managed to score 3 fastest stage times, but has also put in a mature drive, managing his pace in the tricky conditions. Cave is now just 2 stages away from a first victory of the season.
We're going to bring it home tomorrow, definitely. We've opened up a lead. Marius had a puncture this morning, which obviously helped out us, but it's been a difficult day again. The stages have been rough this afternoon, and it's been hard on the car as well. So we just stayed out of trouble, and it seems to be working. So yeah, we've got a short day tomorrow, but keep staying focused.
Tom Cave's advantage going into the final overnight break over a minute, with just 4.2 seconds between second and third. Gillian de Mevius and Kevin Van Dane rounding off the top 5. 7 competitors survived to the end of Saturday. The Drive DMACK Fiesta Trophy is already viewed as a stepping stone to the WRC, and 2 of the boys have experienced a taste of the next rung on the ladder. Cave and Craig taking part in a recent test in a Fiesta R5.
It was pretty special. It was something I've been looking forward to for quite a while. I've had experience with the car before, but that's back home in Wales. So to do it on a road out here in Finland, it was pretty awesome. You know, we only had probably 10 kilometers in it, but it was enough to get a feel for it, and it was pretty good fun.
Well, it's slightly faster than the R2, so it was really nice experience, and that really gave me a boost of do my best this year, so that next year I would drive that car.
To the final day's action for the Drive DMACK boys in Finland, and after a dramatic, exciting first 2 legs, Sunday would be short, but still pack quite a punch. Just 2 stages remained, but they were 2 runs through one of the toughest tests in the WRC, the 14.3 kilometres of My Himpar, a total of just over 28 kilometres to come. Max Vatanen had arrived with high hopes of claiming a victory on home soil, but it wasn't to be. The local star finished strongly though, winning both of Sunday's stages and closing right up on Marius Arsen. Ultimately though, Vatanen would fall just short and have to settle for 3rd.
Well, I would have been more pleased if I would have been first, of course, but it's better than nothing, and we scored some points for the championship, and we got 2 points for the stage wins today, so better than nothing.
Arsen then finding just enough pace to hold on to the runner-up spot. The Norwegian producing another fine drive to maintain his impressive early championship form. Arsen retaining the top spot in the driver's standings.
It's been a fantastic week, and this day was good. I tried to not think so much about our times. I was just driving, and things worked out good. On the first time through the stage, we got some oil pressure warning, so I was a little bit concerned about that, but we managed to sort out the problem and finished the last stage without problems, and that was very good.
Out front though, with his finest drive to date in the Drive DMACK Trophy, Tom Cave has secured victory on the most challenging roads in the world. The opening 2 days' performance allowing the Brit with a comfortable drive to the finish.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. Crossing the finish line of the last stage this afternoon was pretty special. We just had to keep a concentration, keep focused, and yeah, we've won in Finland, which is pretty awesome.
Cave and co-driver Craig Parry enjoying the top step of the podium for the first time in 2015. Cave's final winning margin was a comfortable 50.6 seconds over Arsen, with Vatanen falling just short of claiming the runner-up spot by just 2.3 seconds. Gillian de Mevius and Kevin Van Dane maintaining their top 5 positions. With 3 different winners in the opening 3 rounds, this is how the championship looks. Arsen leads, but Cave moves up to 2nd, now 8 points behind, with Vatanen just a point away from the Brit in 3rd. Rally Finland has produced another feast of spectacular action, and from gravel and jumps to treacherous tarmac for round 4, Rally Deutschland awaits in just a few weeks' time.